Where Trinidad and Tobago and the wider Caribbean is concerned, the pandemic that we're fighting is not really HIV, you know, it's our culture. And it's our culture as a Caribbean people, we love to have sex.
This whole thing about sex being immoral is something I have a problem with. The belief that Carnival exposes our people, the whole population, to immoral acts and so on, and is so much looseness.
Most heightened sexually charged season. So you find a lot more emphasis is placed on it because you're dealing with over 22,000 tourists coming in. You have a high increase of sex workers coming out. You have all the elements. You have that quality of lewdness, that quality of whining, which is very, in some spaces very suggestive. It speaks of sexual nature. You have the music, you have the alcohol, you have everything, you have the dress code. And it's one of those seasons where the elements is right.
Carnival is an expression of our people's culture. And we are wrong to go and start pulling it down and saying it leads to looseness and immorality and is bacchanalia and so on. We do egungun. Egungun is masquerade. When you look at Juve, that's egungun masquerade.
It's a festival where people just want to break loose, break free. There are a lot of hookups. It's a particularly risky time for sexual initiation. Whether it's for the first time, people seem to lose their inhibitions. Persons who were quite strict in terms of their consistency in prevention, perhaps due to the increased alcohol intake, they may lose their inhibitions. So certainly at risk times, we seek to heighten our messaging.
And that's why you have the massive condom campaign during Carnival coming out of that, because the potential for AIDS and the sexual activity and so on. And there is not one time in the history of this country, nowhere that you would have injudicious sexual activity and irresponsible sexual activity around Carnival time. The condom thing is a facade because everybody drunk who are using that, you know. So
I think it's unfair, Lubin. I think the expression of sexuality that comes out in a way that is careless comes from a kind of constraint on sexuality that we try to put in the first place. So it's a way that we can have something about us that is super, super important, that we can use to gain power, to create power, to have fun with, to do all these things with, that other people cannot police. And so when you get that period, that window of opportunity where it can happen in Carnival, bam, you know, we make mass.